So this one's a straight line graph for question 12, and it's drawn a straight line graph. You can see the equation there is y equals 4x take away 3. So that's important when we actually fill in these values here. What you can do is you can take out the x and replace it with brackets. So that just means 4 times something take away 3. And the something is the x values. So if we take the 1 to begin with and put it into here, we can say 4 times 1 is 4, take away 3, and that should be 1. Next one is 4 times 2 is 8, take away 3, and that should be 5. And then 4 times 3 is 12, take away 3, and that should be 9. And all we do is just plot those points. So it says x is 1, y is 1. So we go 1 across and 1 up. Then we go 2 across and 5 up. 2 across, 5 up. Then we go 3 across and 9 up. And then we just draw our straight line. For question 13, a tank is in the shape of a cuboid, as shown below. The tank is used to store 11.13 cubic meters of liquid. How deep is the liquid in the tank? So I've circled 3 meters and 1.4 meters. For this one, we times those two numbers together, which is 4.2. And to find out how deep it is, we do 11.13, which is the volume, and we divide it by 4.2. That becomes 2.65. So it's 2.65 meters deep. A way of double checking that is you would do 2.65 times 3 times 1.4, and you should get 11.13. So for question 14, it says work out the size of angle marked X in the diagram below. You can see that it's a 4-sided shape here. So all of these angles should add up to 360. So your aim is to get to the missing angle in this 4-sided shape. What I've done here is 77 plus 49 plus 52. So I've added these 3 angles up and I've got 278 degrees. Now I want to find out the missing angle. I do 360 take away 278, which then gives me the missing angle of 82 in this 4-sided shape here. Now once I've got those 2 angles, I'm looking for the X part of it, the missing angle along this straight line. So these 2 angles here should add up to 180. So to work that out, it would be 180 take away 82, which equals 98. So X is equal to 98. So for question 15, it says the total sales figures for a supermarket 1 month are shown below. And this is basically just a table for drawing this pie chart here. So the first thing you would do there is to get the frequency or the total frequency of this table here, which is 180. And because it's 360 in this part in the circle, then basically you're doing next is 360 divided by 80. So we've got 2 degrees. We take this 2 degrees and we multiply everything inside. We multiply the frequency with 2. And we should get the angles here. So that makes the angles here. If you added all those numbers up in that column, you should get 360. If not, there may be something wrong. So once you've got this is your angles on your last column there. So you just use those angles and draw it with a protractor. And you can label everything as you go round. So question 16 is a two-way table. It says a hotel has a single twin and family rooms. It offers room only, bed and breakfast or half board. On Saturday night, all the rooms in the hotel were booked. Some information is shown in this two-way table, so we have missing values in this table here. All it is just adding up and taking away from totals. You can see, like, if we look down room only, we can see 2 and 1 here, and these three numbers here should add up to 7. So for this one would be 4, because 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 7. And this is the way we go about this. You can see 2 plus 1 is 3, so this one should be 1. You've got 4, and 4 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. There we go, we've got the total of 11. 4 and 11 is 15, plus 10 is 25. 1, 3 is 4, plus 6 is 10. 1, okay, so we've got 1 plus 6 is 7, and then plus 3 is 10. Then we've got 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So that's basically, it's just basically filling in boxes for question 16. So how many rooms are in the hotel? So the total is 25 here. You can see it just there. Question 17. Streetwise Youth Club has 86 members. 59 of the members attended last week. What percentage attended last week? Give your answers to one decimal place. So to work that out, it's 59 out of 86, which is written like as a fraction there. And to change this fraction to a percentage, we times it by 100. And to change 68.604 to one decimal place, it's just 68.6. Okay, for question 18. Circles with a diameter of 10 centimetres are cut from a sheet of plastic as shown below. So you can see the rectangle is your sheet of plastic and the circles are inside there. You can see that this circle here is just one of those circles and it's 10 centimetres diameter. So it says calculate the area of each circle. So we use the formula for area of a circle, which is pi r squared, or pi times radius squared. As this circle here has a diameter of 10 centimetres, we have to half that to get the radius, which means that that would become 5 centimetres. So we use 5 centimetres in the formula here. So it's pi times 5 squared, which then becomes 78.5398 and so on. And the final answer in there is 78.5398. How many circles can be cut from the sheet of plastic? Now 5 circles would fit going down the way here, and 10 circles would fit across that sheet. So what we've got is 5 circles times 10 is 50 circles in total. For question C, what is the area of the plastic left over after the maximum number of circles has been cut out? So what we do is get the area of the rectangle. You can see I've got 50 centimetres here for length times width, but the metre has been changed to 100 centimetres to keep the units the same. So when we multiply 100 times 50, we get 5,000 centimetres squared. So that's the area of the rectangle or plastic sheet. Next step is basically just finding out the total area of all the circles. So we've got 50 circles at an area of 78.5398. We multiply them together and we get the total area of the circles, which is 3,926.99. Next we take the area of the rectangle, take away the total area of the circles. When we do that, it's 1073.01 centimetres squared. Okay, for question 19, it says Julie works in a market stall. One Saturday she has 42 boxes of candles to sell. Each box cost her £2.40. There are 18 candles in each box. During the day she sells 34 boxes at £3.60 each. In the last hour she starts to sell the remaining candles individually at 35p each. At the end of the day she has only 12 candles left. Calculate the profit she made that day. So when you're dealing with profit and loss, you have to get the total bought against the total sold, so to get the profit from that. So to begin with, I did 42 times £2.40. So that's the first two sentences there. So we're finding out the total it cost her for those candles, which was £100.80. Next we did £34 times 360, which is £122.40. That is just a question, well, not question, but the line. It says during the day she sells 34 boxes at £3.60. So this, how much she sold and how much she got back from that, was £122.40. This next section was 42 take away 34. So she got 42 boxes, she sold 34 in that particular one, and so she's got 8 boxes left to sell. Next step was 8 times 18, because she's got 8 boxes left, and it tells you in the question there are 18 candles in each box. So we're looking for the total amount of candles she has left to sell. 144 candles were left, so we've taken, what we're doing is doing 144 take away 12, because in the question it says at the end of the day she has only 12 candles left. So if we do 144 take away 12, we know that she sold 132 candles. And she sold 132 candles at 35 pence each. So that was from this line. In the last hour she starts to sell the remaining candles individually at 35 pence each. So she got £46.20 for that. At the end, we're adding up how much she got back from selling the candles, which was £122.40 plus £46.20, which was £168.60. To find out how much profit she had, we have £168.60 what she got back, and £100.80 is what she bought it for. So she made a profit of £67.80.